I'm going to read The Sorcerer's Apprentice. Once there was a very great sorcerer. He knew everything about magic. He could turn a butterfly into a cat. He could point his finger at a red flower, and the red flower would turn blue. He could say some magic word and make a bird disappear, and then he could make a bird appear again by saying some more magic words. The sorcerer had a helper named Mickey. He did all the work. He swept the floor with the broom. He washed the walls with the brush. He chopped the wood with an axe. He carried the sorcerer's big magic books from one room to the other. He carried buckets up the stairs to the well and filled the buckets with water. Up and down the stairs he went. At the end of each day, Mickey was very tired. He said to himself, "All I ever do is work. I wish I have time to play." Mickey knew about the sorcerer's magic hat. He thought if he could put on a hat, he could do everything with magic. One day, the sorcerer went out. He's not wearing his hat. Mickey thought if he's not wearing his hat must be here. Then Mickey saw the hat. The hat was standing on this table. Should I take it? Should I put it on? And then Mickey reached for the hat and put it on his head. "I'm a sorcerer too," he said. Mickey saw his old broom was standing by the wall. "I'll try my magic on that broom." Mickey pointed his finger at the broom. "Move," he said. Then the broom started to move. The broom grew 2 arms and 2 feet. Then Mickey told the broom to pick up the buckets. Then the broom picked up the buckets. Mickey told the broom to go up the stairs. The broom went up the stairs. "Go to a well." The broom went to the well. "Bring back the bucket." The broom brought back the bucket. "Pour the water." The broom did just what Mickey said. Mickey was so happy he danced around the room. He thought magic is easy and magic is fun. And from now on, he said, "I don't have to work at all." Then Mickey sat down in the sorcerer's chair. He put his feet on the sorcerer's table. While the broom was working, Mickey fell sound asleep. While Mickey slept, the broom kept on working. It kept on going up the stairs with 2 buckets. It kept on going up the stairs to bring water. It kept on coming back downstairs with 2 buckets full of water. It kept on pouring out the water. Suddenly, something woke Mickey up, something very cold and very wet. It was a big splash of water. Mickey stood up and looked around. There was water everywhere, and the water was very deep. Then Mickey saw the broom was still working. "Stop!" cried Mickey. "Stop working!" But the broom wouldn't stop. The broom kept on working. "I'm a sorcerer," said Mickey. "I will make you stop." Then Mickey pointed his finger at the broom. "Stop!" shouted Mickey. But the broom wouldn't stop. The broom kept on working. Mickey stood in front of the broom and held his hand out. But the broom pushed them down, and Mickey tried to take away one of the broom's buckets, but the broom held on tight. Just as Mickey was wondering what to do, he saw his axe, the axe. He said, "If I can chop the wood with an axe, I can chop up this broom with an axe too." Then Mickey chopped and chopped as fast as he could. He chopped the broom into small pieces of wood. "That's down. I am going to clean up all this water." But something very strange happened. All of the tiny bits of wood started to move faster and faster and faster. And each of the pieces of wood turned into the broom until there were hundreds of brooms in the room. And each of the broom was carrying has arms and feet and was carrying 2 buckets full of water, pouring the water on the floor. Mickey stood in front of the door and tried to hold the door closed, but the broom pushed the door open and walked right over Mickey. All of the brooms kept on pouring the water on the floor. "Stop, I say," shouted Mickey. "I'm a sorcerer. You must do as I say." The sorcerer, many things floated by. A sorcerer's chair, a bottle, an axe, a paddle. Then the sorcerer's big magic book. Mickey swam after it. Mickey opened the book from page after page, but he couldn't find how to stop the broom. Poor Mickey, nothing he could do. Just then the sorcerer came back. The sorcerer knew just what to do. The sorcerer knew just what he said. He lifted his arms, and all of the brooms and all of the buckets and all of the water went away. Only 1 broom and 2 buckets were left. Mickey's broom and 2 buckets. It was only an ordinary broom without arms and without feet. The sorcerer looked down at Mickey. Mickey looked down at the floor because Mickey was too ashamed. Mickey took off the sorcerer's hat and gave the hat back to the sorcerer. "I'm sorry," said Mickey. "It was only a little magic trick." Then the sorcerer asked Mickey, "What did you learn from your little magic trick?" "Well," he answered, "I learned that magic isn't easy and magic isn't fun. That's really only one way to get the work done, and that's to do it yourself." And with that, Mickey went back to work.